Greetings and welcome to this lesson on web browsing. Web browsing involves using a web browser to access, navigate, and interact with websites on the internet. It is fundamental for retrieving information, conducting research, and engaging with online content. Proficiency in web browsing enhances your ability to efficiently find and use digital resources, communicate through web-based platforms, and stay informed about current events and trends. Popular web browsers like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, and Microsoft Edge provide tools and features that streamline the browsing experience and support various online activities. In this lesson, we are going to discuss some techniques that can enable you to develop strong web browsing skills. But before we do that, imagine the world as a big city. Let me take Yaoundé in Cameroon, for example. So the internet is like the roads that connect all the different buildings. The World Wide Web is like the buildings in the city, represented by websites on the internet. Just like buildings host different services like ministries, companies, stores, bars, and nightclubs, websites also contain all kinds of information. Like different buildings are linked together by roads in a city, websites are linked together by hyperlinks, and this allows people to move from one website to another. So when you browse the World Wide Web, you are essentially navigating through this vast network of interconnected websites and online resources, similar to moving from one building or office to another in a city like Yaoundé. So this is how you can imagine the internet to be. Before you browse the internet, there are some prerequisites. What are they? You need, first of all, a device with internet connectivity, a desktop computer, a laptop, a tablet, a smartphone, Android or iPhone, and they are necessary. We need a web browser. A web browser is an application that's used to access and navigate websites on the internet, and examples include Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge, and many others. We also need internet connection, what you call data. So it provides internet access, whether wired, broadband, wireless, or cellular data plan on your phone. You also need to have knowledge of web addresses or search engines. So to visit specific websites, you need to know the web address. It's just like if you go to Yaoundé and you want to visit any building, you need to know where that building is located. So you need to know the web address. And in case you do not know the exact web address, that is where the internet and the computer now is very, very intuitive. It's helpful because you can use search engines like Google, Yahoo, or Bing to find information you need on the internet without knowing the specific website. So, what are the techniques that we can use to develop strong web browsing skills? Again, you need to understand browser basics. We have said in every application you're about to use, you need to understand the interface of that application. So you need to familiarize yourself with the layout of popular web browsers like Google Chrome, Firefox, Edge. This is Microsoft Edge. You need to familiarize yourself with the layout of this browser, and then you need to learn to navigate the address bar. This is the address bar here, and this is where we type the URL of a website. We also need to know how to move back and forward, the back and forward buttons for moving between pages and the refresh or reload button to update a page. Then you need to explore browser features like bookmarks that enables you to save your favorite websites, and the history section to revisit recently viewed sites, and the home button to quickly return to the default home page. The second technique is you need to learn how to use search engines effectively and identify relevant results. Understand the basics of search engines like Google, Bing, or Yahoo, and enter relevant keywords to find information quickly. You need to identify the correct results by looking for reliable sources, such as official websites, trusted publications, or educational and government domains. Avoid sites that seem overly promotional or lack credibility. Then you have to glance through the snippet, which refers to the short description under each result. Let me just type something here. I'm going to type what is education. I want to search for that on the internet. We have the results. So you see, when we go down, this is what we call a snippet. There is a description of it. So you have to glance through all of this snippet with the descriptions under each result to ensure the content aligns with what you are searching for. So when you search where you see there are different results, you have to make sure that the result you are going to access is what you are looking for. And you have to practice using search filters like date, images, or location, and try advanced search techniques like using the quotation marks to search for exact phrases or the minus sign to exclude certain terms from search results. The third technique that you need to be able to develop web browsing skills is to open and manage multiple tabs at the same time. So you see, this is a tab on which I have searched for what is education. I can now open another tab, and this time around I search for what is schooling. What is schooling? And I hit search. You see, so I have two tabs. On one tab is what is education. On another tab is what is schooling. So you see, you should be able to have to work on multiple tabs at the same time. And this enables you to browse several websites simultaneously. And this allows you to switch between different websites without closing anyone, and practice closing, reopening, and organizing your tabs, because you can carry a tab and put it wherever you want it to be. You need to practice that. Then the fourth technique is to understand online security and privacy. So always check for a padlock icon in the browser's address bar to ensure the website you are visiting is secure. So you see, if I go here, this is a padlock here that tells me that this website is secure. That is what this padlock is doing here. So if I go to a website, you see the padlock there. If this padlock is not there, then you can suspect the website. And you need to learn how to use private and incognito mode to browse the internet without storing browsing history, cookies, or site data. So this can be helpful when researching sensitive topics or using a shared computer. The fifth point is to master basic navigation techniques. Master basic navigation techniques. So you're supposed to use the scroll bars and the mouse wheel to move up and down pages. And you can use a browser's built-in functions and so on to quickly locate specific words or phrases on a web page. And you have to practice copying and pasting URLs from the address bar to share websites or information with others. Like if I've visited a website and I want to share, let's bring up that and we'll see it. If I want to share this website with somebody, I can just click here and I take copy or be able to share it with whoever I wish to share with. So when browsing, web browsing is essential for navigating the vast digital world and for conducting research, engaging with social platforms, or simply exploring. Proficiency in using a web browser empowers you to access valuable information and resources. With practice, these foundational skills will enable you to confidently explore the web, interact with online content, and make the most of the internet. Thank you very much for being a part of this, and see you in our subsequent lesson.